So put that on your BOLO list. Right before I came back from Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, I saw a notification and I had a sale on Whatnot. And it is this lone fork that I have in this drawer here. I don't know why it was separate, but it is separated from all of my other flatware. But let me tell you all about it. I don't think I have any cost into this fork. As you can see, it has a ton of patina. And, oh, it's upside down. Let me see if I can get it so you can read it. It says, drink Coca-Cola. So it might be some sort of silver plate, because if it was stainless steel, it wouldn't look like that. But I sold it for a whole $3. I had a friendly little visitor the other day. But I did want to tell you guys that I'm throwing in this video of some recent solds and some of the items I've been listing up. And then we'll get back to all of the shopping that I did, the thrifting up in Lancaster County. I took your suggestions and I listed it up as a whole set. I listed up the next 3 pieces here onto knickknacks.net. And I'm going to put them up into a live sale. Do you guys remember me picking up these 2 glasses? They were taped together. The little one was inside of the big one. I wrapped them very loosely and put them in my cup holder for the ride home from South Carolina. And then when I tried to take the tape off, you guys can probably see it already, this was broke. I'm like, no, all the pieces are in there. So like I said, this was inside of that one. And I was like, I cushioned it the whole way around. I'm like, oh man, it just sucks when you break something on the way home from the thrift store. But in this case, I was driving like 11 hours home. So, and I think it had been in my car too. So it could have been a temperature thing. Could have been just about anything that made that break. But it is vintage glass, so it's a little bit more fragile. Paid $1.99 for them. I don't know if I had any discounts on that. But now I only have 1 to sell. But it is cute. I'm going to put that up in my live sale. So this was a surprise. This particular paperweight of the fish was signed by Jim Carg, and now the value of it is much higher. I listed it up for $45. I grabbed a stack of plates that I had, and I listed this one up for $29.99. This one up for $17.99. And this one up for $12.99. All are cross-posted to eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark, and knickknacks. I listed up the Lida teapot for $22.99. And then I grabbed the Longaberger pie plates. This one has the holly design on it. I listed this one up for $20.99. And then the blue one I put up for $17.99. I will always pick up to flip Longaberger if I can get it for a good price. I had a sold on eBay, and it is right here. This Sockley's pottery vase with the horse on it. Let me take it upstairs and I'll tell you all about it. I remember finding these at the thrift store. There's 2 of them, the blue one and the tan one. I almost missed them because they were above my eye level on the shelf. I was so happy to see them. They went right in the cart immediately. These are rock hard pottery. I paid $3.99 for these. I say these, both of them, each. $3.99 each. And I listed them up for $49.99 each. And this one just sold for that price. So I paid $3.99 and I sold it for $49.99 plus shipping. As you can tell, I am a bit giddy over this particular find and the fact that I flipped it for almost $50. It is definitely a bolo. If you see that stamp on the bottom, it says rock hard on it. Rock hard pottery pieces sell for good money. Lots of horses on the themes, and they make these vases, but they also make other items. I just want to turn it so you can see the whole picture, the whole horse there. So put that on your bolo list. This is what my table looks like with everything unwrapped from all of my hauls in Pennsylvania. Here's the rest of it on the counter. I got to get to washing it all, get all those labels off. I am going to do a quick haul on the clothing that I got at the Goodwill down in South Carolina. I said I would sneak it into a video here, so here we go. This is a Cato extra large. This one is Grace Dane Lewis medium. Love the detail on the collar there. This one is New Directions Weekend petite large. This one is Ann Taylor Loft petite size 8. Love the colors and pattern of this one. This is also New Directions, size medium. Love the aqua blue on the collar there, on the neckline. And this is a Michael Kors extra large, Michael Kors. It's a very thin sweater with a big like cow neck on it. This is Liz Claiborne. Love this. So soft and fluffy. It's a size small. And then I go from like sweaters to like summery tops. This is kind of looks a little Hawaiian to me. It's called Premise. It's a medium. And then this is a Tommy Hilfiger size 14 button down with little skiers on it. I listed all of these up for a live sale on knickknacks.net. I also grabbed items from other hauls and from my inventory that I currently have, that I have in my Poshmark and eBay stores. And there we go. Ready to be listed. Now the prices on here, $4.75. I know I got discounts on some of them, depending on if it was a senior day or the color of the week or whatever. I will figure that out later. I think I did look it up and try to figure it out and try to give like an average cost to all these things. It probably averages out to about $3 or $3.25 for each item. When I did that clothing sale with Sherry on knickknacks.net, and she did so well, and people were asking for certain sizes, when her and I went sourcing, of course, then I was buying those sizes. I was buying a little bit of everything, and I decided to do a clothing sale on knickknacks myself. So this was my setup. The back of the door is perfect. I was able to put multiple items up at once, and then I would bring like the item forward like this and talk about it, and then I would go to like the next item, and then people were asking about certain sizes or all kinds of questions. It was so nice. And I listed up, because I was so hyped up about it, I listed up 39 pieces of clothing. I have so much more to list. Let me tell you, I went back into my inventory, the items that I have listed on eBay and Poshmark, and I threw those in there, and then I have more and more. I also put up my ugly Christmas sweaters, because It's a little early. I know it's October, but I'm like, you got to get them now. So I had those in there, and I did it kind of, no, not too late in the evening. I did the sale around 8:30 p.m. and I was just about to quit. It was a little after 10 o'clock, so I had been going for a while, and didn't a bunch of people come in, and then I made a few more sales. Let me take these items down, and I'm going to put up the items that did sell. I sold a total of 5 items. Here are the 5 items that sold. I don't have a lot of cost into these. As you know, I was sourcing down in South Carolina. I was sourcing in Lancaster. But I have inventory that I've had for a long time that I've had listed. And I thought, well, let me start putting that into the show too. And those items I didn't pay a lot for because things were cheaper a few years ago. Let's start with that item. This is so beautiful, and it's in like perfect condition. I don't understand why this never sold. It's an Eddie Bauer. It's a medium. It's kind of like a moss green color. I probably paid about $2 for this back in the day. I've had this listed up on eBay and Poshmark for more than 7 years. That's like insane. And I had it at all different price points. I had it, on sale. You send offers, all of that, just nothing. I don't get it. So the Eddie Bauer cardigan is sold for $8. Let me show you these other ones. They're just so pretty. I'm just going to back up so you can actually see them. This is a New Dimensions weekend. It's a petite large. I just love this up here, and it looks kind of tie-dye on the back. This sold for $10. Let me move this way. And this is so pretty. This is an Ann Taylor loft. It's an 8 petite, and that sold for $12. This is a Roz and Alley. This is a 2X. Such a pretty color. It's kind of like a terracotta orange color. It might be coming through as red because of the soft white lights I have in this room. And then you would have seen this in a recent haul. It's a Cato. It's extra large. That is so pretty too. That sold for $10. Did I say this sold for 10? This also sold for 10. So all in, let me get these back this way so you can kind of see them a little bit. There we go. My cost of goods is somewhere in that like $13, $14 range roughly, and I sold them for $50 in total. It is possible that I could have listed up these new items right here into eBay and Poshmark and maybe got a little bit more money for them. I went for the, fast nickel instead of the slow dime kind of idea. I wanted to move some of this inventory. I have so much more to list. I have so much to list, especially my old inventory that I've had on those platforms, and it's just not moving. I'm definitely going to do it on knickknacks and move it as a live sale. I start the auction prices low. Now, none of these items got bid up, but that's okay. Now that people know that I'm selling clothing and people are following me, more people are following me, and I'm being followed by new buyers, the people who buy vintage aren't necessarily the same people who buy the clothing. So that's kind of fun. So this was a new adventure for me. I am so happy that I was able to try it out with Sherry and it worked so well. And now I can do it with my own inventory. I ran my clothing show again on knickknacks.net. I had added in some more new items that I had just sourced up in Pennsylvania and South Carolina. I got to get digging into my older inventory and get those items listed too. I sold this American Eagles Outfitters. It's a button-down denim shirt, and then this very tropical print here. It's a Tahari. This was a 2X. So I'm trying to sell sizes from smalls all the way up to 3X. Just love that. I sold one for $8 and the other one for $10. And now I have 7 items to ship out for the clothing. I paid somewhere between $6 and $7 for these, and I sold them for $18. I just put together a theme show for knickknacks.net. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to be selling paperweights and planters and pictures and pot holders and plates and pottery. I sold 3 items during my live sale, and they all just happened to be paperweights. And you guys would have seen these recently in a haul video or videos. This is that Princess House Pets made in Germany 24% leg crystal. Sold this for $18. This is a red and clear egg-shaped paperweight with the Bullicante. Sold this for $5, I believe. I can't remember. I'll look it up. And then this is that Celtic one. Has a felt bottom on it. It's just a silver design. And I sold that for $4. Yeah, that's right. Yes, 18, 5, and 4. My total cost of goods on these items were $5.97. And I sold them for $27. I have 2 sales to send out, one on eBay. The one on eBay is flatware. I gotta dig it out of these bins. Not sure which bin it's in. And then I have a sale on Poshmark, but it's a pair of sandals. Those I'll be able to get to right away. Here are my 2 sales together, and these might look familiar. They're the Johnny Was slides with the butterflies and florals on them. Just love those. And then flatware. I love picking up flatware. I actually got these a while ago at the bins in Middletown, but along with the spoons, I had gotten forks with them, and I sold the forks a long time ago, so I have no cost into these. I did pay a little bit for these. I paid $4.87 for these, and I sold them for $32. And these I have no cost, and I sold them for $8.97. Putting them both together, I paid $4.87, and I sold them for $40.97. I'm going to wrap these up real quick, and being that they're kind of flat like this, I can put them in poly mailers and walk them right up to the mailbox. The one thing I really like about being a part-time reseller is learning new things. I never, in my wildest dream, ever thought I would be doing live sales. So this has been fun, and I keep branching out on the variety of items that I am selling during my live sales. I am really excited that I now can jump back and forth between doing vintage live sales and women's clothing live sales. I think I'm going to throw some handbags and other items into those sales. I just wanted to pop this video in for the SOLDS and, of course, that mini haul and all of my other activities that I'm doing. in between all of the thrifting videos that I did up in Pennsylvania, there was a few more of those videos going to be coming out, and then there'll be another SOLDS video after that. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel. Put any comments down below. I love reading your comments, and I'll catch you guys later.